Hello. This is Angel Lady Terry Marie with like the fourth attempt to get this amazing, in my humble opinion, white stone ceremony meditation started. So if you had tried to connect earlier, I apologize. There are techie issues. Somehow my webcam was not connecting through my YouTube channel. So what do? You do your best to move forward. So if you're watching the replay or you're even here with me and my guides, then thank you for bearing with us. If you're watching the replay, just skip some of this first few minutes as I am calming and grounding while I am connecting with this. Holy heavens, having a backup system is always a good thing. So the importance of this white stone ceremony, and I just found these. They're a little bit grayish, but they're whitish enough. And I have a marker that I'm going to be writing my word. So the small one will only allow, one word. And the purpose of this is to create what my parents used to call, and they had doctorates in psychology. So it's called a physical anchor. So when we do this, and we'll be going through in meditation, and first of all, we'll be releasing things. You don't have to even think of anything specifically. And I've discombobulated myself. So I'm going to light our candle now. That will burn all the way through until it goes out. Here we go. This is a new thing. This thing is a new thing. And I've also been guided to draw a couple of cards, at least one for us. And the ones that we'll be drawing at some point is from this, the Oracle of the Seven Energies. So the beginning of, I'm grounding while I'm working on letting go of techie issues, because I want to clear open my channels and help you create for myself this amazing energy portal, which is today. So January 1st is the very first energy portal of the year. 1 is new beginnings. 1/1, January 1, is an 11. And it also signifies and symbolizes manifestation and energy portal. So when we have an 11 or 111, 3 ones in a row, it is be mindful, because the energy in that moment, no matter what day it is, no matter where you are, whatever you're thinking about, if it's something less than positive, just be mindful and change your thought to anything that is happy. It does not have to be about your dreams, your goals, your heart's desires, because sometimes that triggers us, like, when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? When is it going to show up? So in those moments where you are seeing 1/1 or 111, and especially today, just be mindful of your thoughts, and just, if it's not something that you can think of positive right away, just say that was then and this is now, about anything that comes up for you. Okay? So if you are here, I see somebody is here. Please let me know. Would you say hello? Or just say hello. I do have the chat open, and I've got my glasses nearby. So what else is this about? During this time of year, meaning December through January, beginning of, or the end of November and beginning of February, there are a lot of souls who choose to leave. And that signifies also letting go of old stuff. and we'll just call it stuff. You can change the name, S to anything you like. And it is about clearing space. We've been doing this throughout the year, mostly on the energy portal days, like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so forth. And we used to do this in full moon meditations, and many meditations you can do this as well. What it's about is saying, that was then and this is now. And that helps the conscious mind stop feeling or being triggered about things that you have no control over. We can set goals and resolutions, and it's about showing up every day. Sometimes it is hour by hour, sometimes it is minute by minute. When we create the space to allow ourselves, to, I like to call it creating a new pattern rather than changing, because most of us don't like a whole lot of change in some things. And creating a new pattern seems easier. And the pattern is what we think about, how we think about it. Stuff is always going to come up, no matter how much healing you have done, are doing, or will be doing. Stuff comes up. Now, there's a difference between, this is something I get to work on, not have to or need to, because you don't have to do either of those, but I get to work on this, or I'm not going to do it. So there's a difference. The difference is when a thought, a memory, an emotion comes to the surface, and sometimes you're just going about your day, doing your things, and something just kind of floats around, right? Sometimes they're intuitive thoughts. Yes, that's where such and such is. Or yes, that's part of this project. And other times it's the emotional things, the things that have been buried pretty deep. Or maybe they're just like right here, not at the top of your surface, or the surface of your memory. And if there's an emotional charge like, or more than that, then that's something you get to choose whether or not you're going to work on, to do the healing, the forgiveness work. If it's just, okay, just say thank you, you're free to go, because that is something that's just being released at a deeper level or a clearer level. It's just a thing. So it's like, yeah, okay, all right, that's good enough. And you don't have to. So the emotion, if there's an emotional charge like, oh yeah, I remember that, or there's any kind of a trigger, and there's a difference between, oh yeah, that'd be nice, or oh, yeah, I haven't done that. That kind of hope that makes sense. So there's that piece of things. All right. Let me check my notes really quick. I did bring those up to make sure that yeah. All right. So the numerology, and I'm going to read from my notes so that I get it correctly. And the numerology in part is from Doreen Virtue's angel numbers. And then there are parts where my guides and my guides channel through me additional meanings. So the number 1 is we are one. We are all connected by thought, energy, and emotion. And 11, right? 1, 1 in this instance is pay attention to your thoughts, to your emotions. And if they're not positive, just say that was then and this is now. Or if you can, because sometimes you can't in that moment, just switch to anything positive, anything at all. Doesn't have to be related to your dreams, your desires, your goals, your aspirations, none of those things. The big vision doesn't have to be. Now, if you can tap into one of those pieces where you are really excited about something, and there's a possibility it may or may not happen, but you're keeping the faith, and you can tap into just even a slice of that, a little piece of that, then that helps to change it, but change the vibration. You could even just imagine yourself in a bubble of pink light, and it raises your vibration from the inside out. Because when you are in that emotion of love, unconditional love for yourself, the idea, someone else, but mostly just to put yourself in that bubble of pink light, equate it to or connect it to rose quartz, if you will. That changes things because we either have the two emotions, love or fear. And we're not going to digress into that too much. Hopefully not right now. And so 1 plus 1 equals 2. With faith and courage, it's also about balance. And let's see, 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. A sense of completion. More steps, more parts of your life purpose can come to the surface for you. And it does mean tapping into and connecting with your passions differently, more deeply, more clearly, more often, those kinds of things. So what are we going to do about the white stone? First, we're going to have a clearing meditation to create the space mentally, emotionally, and physically, as much as possible, the physical part, and then connect with a word that comes to you. Now, you could have already been thinking about this or connecting with it. I don't know. It's not necessarily a resolution, but it's kind of like when people choose a word for their year, like dream or being seen, courage, trust, faith, those kinds of things, dream. I'm going to share with you, that's my word for this year, is to dream, to just really feel into the dream of some of the things, just actually one thing that I would like to do. And then when that one is done or has been realized, you can then add a different dream, right? So these are my stones. I'm going to write on one of them. I'll probably write on the little one. I don't know. And they look a little gray right here, but they're as white as I could find. And let's see, you could also use a tile, anything that you can write on. And I will be using a marker pen, a permanent marker. So what do you do with this after? And I'm sharing all of this stuff before because I want to be able to gift to you the meditation without all of this stuff at the end so that you can remain in the energy as long as you choose. So you will also hopefully choose to drink more water. So you can drink water, juice, or tea. Coffee doesn't count. You don't have to not drink coffee, but it doesn't count as keeping your body, your physical body, hydrated. Any kind of energy work requires hydration for your body. And I've got my bottle of water right here. Yeah. And our candle is just to the side here. Doing it slowly so that the flame stays lit. And I will allow it to burn in its entirety so that it continues to draw our collective energy. So no matter when you are connecting here, the energy then goes into the candle or is drawn into the candle flame intuitively, telepathically, energetically, so that we are experiencing everything together. And the one crystal that we're working with is candle quartz, also known as pineapple quartz. This piece happens to be from Madagascar. There may be pieces from other places in the other world, but these pieces are from Madagascar. It is about prosperity, and it looks to me like, you can see the pattern, if you had a candle stick, right? Then it drips down around the bottle that it's in, or the candle holder. And that's kind of what this looks like to me. I love these things. All right. So we will write on the stone your word. And if your word doesn't come right away, it's okay. Just allow it to. Don't second guess yourself. Write on it with a permanent marker. And then put it where you can see it often. If you work from home, put it on your desk. Or if you have like a sacred altar spot, I have in my new living space 2 shelves thus far with crystals on them. And I will put this one, maybe that, I might write it on both of them and be the same word, won't be different. And I will put them different shelves so that when I see it, my conscious mind remembers the word, and the word then triggers subconsciously and for your higher self to connect with the work that we're going to be doing in the meditation, which is just about to happen. Let me see. One more thing I want to be right. Okay. All right. So here is part of the meditation piece. And I love my notes because that way I don't have to remember everything and I can just channel in the moment. I'm still a little nervous because of the techie stuff. Okay. So it is about connecting to divine source, higher self, your guides, whomever they are. Mine are the angelic realm, the ascended masters, Mother Mary, who is the queen of the angels. And all of your beliefs are welcome here. Guidance about a word or words, I would keep it to a minimum of 3 words. So this is not a sentence. It's not a paragraph. It's not a book. It's 1 to 3 words, because sometimes what trust and faith, they go together. Prosperity and abundance, right? Courage and determination. I'm going to use just 1 word for myself. A word that represents a new spiritual identity that you want to step into and really work on embodying and empowering with yourself. Okay, so that's enough of those things. If there are any questions, let me know, and I'll wait for a moment or two just to see if they come in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, I will check often to make sure that I don't miss any questions of yours, okay? You are welcome to share this. All right. I'm going to hold the candle in front for a few moments. You can keep your eyes open or closed, beautiful soul. And then just focus on the flame. Breathe in. I'm breathing to the side so I don't blow the flame out. Okay, so breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. You may choose to close your eyes or focus on this beautiful candle quartz. With your feet on the ground, flat on the ground, no matter if you're on the first floor, the ground floor, or the 20th floor, it all connects with the Mother Earth. Everything is made from different parts and pieces of Mother Earth. If you prefer to sit in a meditation pose, that's fine. Whatever is comfortable for you. Breathe in as deeply as you can and exhale slowly as deeply as you can at your own pace. Imagine roots growing down from the bottom of your feet, 6 feet down, 6 feet around, connecting you to Mother Earth, to the ground, and exchanging any and all energies, emotions, thoughts that you are willing to let go of for healing, and exchanging amazing higher vibe, subtle, gentle, compassionate, unconditional love energy with Mother Earth. She welcomes all you are willing to release on this magical day, the first day of the first month of this new calendar cycle. This can be a beginning as well as an ending. Perhaps you're closing a chapter, or you're closing a book and starting a new one. This could be your volume 2 or your volume 4 or 5. Archangel Michael, is here to help pull, dissolve, eliminate, remove, and cut any and all negativity, cords, attachments, roots, entities from within and around you, from your physical body, your energy bodies, and clearing your aura. Archangel Raphael is here to envelop you, to surround you with his amazing emerald green healing light and energy for rejuvenation, rebirth, raising your inner vibration to your natural state of health, wealth, and well-being. Archangel Jophiel offers you a bubble of pink light like rose quartz, surrounding you, infilling and infusing your entire being and all of your energy bodies and your aura with love energy, erasing, healing, letting go, and acceptance for yourself, self-love, self-care. Archangel Metatron, clearing, cleansing, balancing, and aligning all of your chakras, your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and your root chakra. There are many other chakras. These are the 7 primary chakras. And as they are cleansed, cleared, balanced, and aligned, let your shoulders drop, beautiful soul. Let go, let go, let go. Archangel Raguel is here, offering you an opportunity to be open to your limitless potential, unlimited possibilities from known and unknown sources, expected and unexpected sources and channels. Be open to how your dreams, your desires, your big vision arrives and shows up for you. The conscious mind can give you a good start, absolutely. But it cannot possibly know anything more than what it has seen for others, what you have and have not experienced for yourself. It can only help you with what it has known or what it has seen. Acknowledge this and be open to even more. You can say something like, "Thank you for this," or something better. And then allow you to be aware, to open and accept. You can say no, because sometimes something sort of shows up and it's not quite right. It does show you, tell you, encourage you that other opportunities, you're not saying no, you're just saying just not this one. And then Angel Pathiel, Pathiel, Angel Pathiel, the opener, the pathway, opening your pathway to seeing, being, believing, having, and doing. Now, in the next few moments of silence, what word comes to mind for you? While you are thinking, allowing the word, what new pattern would you like to create in your life? My new pattern is allowing myself to really dream, to visualize, to imagine, and allow it to manifest, to show itself in ways that I have not yet considered. Ways that I would not know were possible. And then, whether it is directly connected to your word, start noticing things that are showing up for you. It could be a feather, or finding something that you want to reconnect with. And say thank you. Thank you for the little things that come along, the medium ones and the larger ones. Because as you are more aware of things, people, situations, opportunities, as they become available, as they are shown to you, and you say thank you, whether it's a penny on the ground that you pick up, or a feather, a thought, or something else that manifests towards your dream, your desires. As you are more aware of them, you will see more opportunities. And it's not that they're going to be given to you because you say thank you. In part, yes. The other part is that you are becoming more aware because you have taken the next step, whether it's a yes or no. You're getting to make decisions that take you more towards what you desire. And it's about moving forward towards rather than moving away from. So be in the silence for a few moments, beautiful soul. What word comes to you? And then write it down. Write it on your stone. I'm going to write it on the bigger one too. Probably looks backwards to you. I hope not, but the dream. Do you have your word? It's okay if you don't have it just yet. It will come to you, and when you do, when it does, write it down on a piece of paper, and then you can transfer it to your stone later. Let's see what card. I don't know if we'll be pulling one card or three, so let's see. This is by Colette Baron Reed, Oracle of the Seven Energies. Seems appropriate for today. Now let's hope these don't go flying everywhere. They might. So I'm seeing the back of the card, so I don't know what we're pulling. There's one, two, and then this one was on the top. Okay. All right. Yes, I will show you the card. Ooh, Beyond the Ordinary. And the number on the card is 45. So that's a 9, which corresponds to 2025. Beyond the Ordinary. Probably going to be backwards to you here. I'm sorry. So, Beyond the Ordinary. The activity in your mind, your conscious mind connecting with your subconscious. And then we have the gold light. So possibilities, the subconscious, the higher self, your higher self now connecting with your heart center and radiating outward, exploding in the sense of really accepting who you are, who you are, and then allowing yourself to step into that. And what does that mean, step into it? Some people call it leaning in, which I'm still figuring out how that works, honestly. And thank you. Being less afraid of showing who you are. Now, there are times when you want to keep yourself sacred and discern the times and discern to whom you share. And if you're not certain who you can share your most sacred self to and with, one or two people only. And if you're unsure, recall when you have shared something, a dream with someone, and later on, whether it turns out or doesn't quite go as well, I knew that wouldn't happen. That is someone to no longer share your most intimate, your deepest desires with, because what happens, I learned this the hard way many times, is that not only do you get to heal and move through your own stuff, now you get to heal and move through the stuff that, good intentioned or not, the person, their stuff, okay? Because if they don't believe that they can do things for themselves, how can they help you believe in yourself? Kind of hard. So this next one, ooh, the land between. Oh, this is amazing. And this number is 40, so it's a 4. Stability and grounding. And what does that mean? The land between. Okay, so the past is here. Where you want to be, where you desire, I'll do it this way so I'm not pointing energy at you, is here. And you're in the middle. You may be closer to where you choose to be, or you're just getting started. Either way, the land between can seem pretty steep, and it's like you be on this big bridge. Well, this is kind of like a bridge, right? See this as a diamond shape? Diamonds represent prosperity and abundance, clarity, intuition because of the high vibe, clarity because of you can to the transparent or translucent stones. And this right here, this shape is kind of like a key. So your word can be the key to the in-between. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay. And then we have, spirit of gratitude. And this number is 43, 7. So one of spirituality, connecting with your higher self, your guides. Here's the gratitude. Didn't we talk about that for being aware and saying thank you for the little things, the medium things, and the bigger things that show themselves to you? And just say thank you. Okay. Let me just double check to see if there's anything else to share with you today. May this year, this cycle, be one of experiencing more peaceful moments, more manifestations, positive manifestations, more healing, so that you raise your vibration from the inside out. As above, so below, as within, so without. What you feel and believe shows up. The balance and the law of duality, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. May you flourish in ways beyond your imagination, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here. Namaste.